Okay, continuing where we left off. The xenomorph is chasing somebody that's not me, so there's the xenomorph. It seems to just carry around a green glow all by itself. The other lady is chasing it. Is there a vent right there? Okay. Good to know, I guess. Other lady is chasing has a gun. So, wait. Don't I have a gun? Wrong button. Didn't mean to do that. Gonna go back in there. Anyways, before I get even more distracted by the cute cats I was petting. The Murderbot Diaries is not well written because, among other things, it's completely and utterly contradictory, all in service of A. Martha Wells' ableism. She fucking hates physically disabled people and does not want to make any of her important characters physically disabled, especially not the protagonist. And B. Her insistence that all characters just have to have angst and tragic backstories to make you sympathize with them, because she can't think of any other way to make you sympathize with them, like making them actually good people. So they just have to have tragic backstories. So instead of Murderbot being competently written character in an anti-capitalist setting, you would have to have Murderbot. I don't think the music is lining up very well. Let's say it. Aliens all the way over there, music. Does the music go along with whatever path the xenomorph is currently on? Like, oh, now it's looking for you in particular, so we're gonna do a musical thing to scare you? It's weird. Anyways, I'm trying not to get distracted, even if we die. If this series were competently written, then Murderbot would be a metaphor of a person for an iPad or iPhone or a John Deere tractor, whatever it is, where there is no right to repair. So if it gets broken, not only is it illegal for you to fix it, because they don't want you to be able to just fix it, do a simple repair and keep using it. No, they want you to buy a brand new one every single time. Which is why iPhone screens are so easy to shatter and are literally built to sabotage themselves and slow down. Like, literally, they've been sued for this multiple fucking times now. Which will make the fact that Martha Wells is joyously teaming up with them beyond parody. Because the series is pretending to be anti-capitalist, and then she teams up with the company that is like the most blatantly capitalist bullshit crap ever. If the series were competently written, it would be almost impossible for Murderbot to receive repairs to any of its injuries it receives after book 1. Because in book 1 it had access to that proprietary company cubicle, and if it were written properly, instead of having that repair cubicle, there should have been a backlog of other sec units frozen in storage, ready to be taken out to replace Murderbot the second it receives an injury. Because that's what actually fucking happens in the story that Martha Wells read that made her want to write the Murderbot Diaries as shitty fanfiction of the Imperial Wretch. Martha Wells wants to pretend that Murderbots, and Murderbot in particular, are treated as disposable, but then even when it's still owned by the company, it's getting itself repaired back to 100%, literally 3 whole entire times in just book 1 alone. And then after it leaves the oh no, it's okay. That's not fresh blood. This is not the lady. Collect ID tag.
Samuels. I've got the meds.
Okay.
We're at the transit station outside medical reception. Ripley, we heard gunshots, and if we heard them, so did the creature.
Synthetic nurses operated this facility. If you'd rather be attended
I want to
by a human,
read that computer. It's probably a terrible plan. Kitty cat, what are you doing over there? You're making so much noise. Pretty kitty. You don't need to be that loud. You're distracting me. But the Murderbot Diaries is not competently written because even after Murderbot leaves the fucking company and leaves behind all those proprietary repair cubicles that should be the only thing that can give Murderbot repairs, it can still magically get healed back to 100% every time it gets injured, which happens a lot because it's a very easy way for Martha Wells to just have some temporary cheap drama to temporarily pretend to raise the stakes. I think this is a circle, so the xenomorph might just come back to there. And then it literally will always, without fail, get magically healed before anything else happens. Even though Murderbot is meant to be disposable, so you would think that the company would specifically make it so that it won't be easily repaired and extremely difficult to repair, alongside illegal to repair, which none of the protagonists even need to care about because they're not from the corporation rim, so they can literally just leave whenever they fucking want, which is a whole can of worms all on its fucking own. But Martha Wells doesn't care about telling a good story, or even a story that makes sense. I'm just can pause the video, so okay, we can all just scroll through that later. Bad noise. I don't know what that noise is, but I don't like it. Which way am I supposed to be going? Follow the... Okay, it's hissing of steam. Map. Power plant. Ambulance bay. Does it want me to just... Okay, it's telling me to go this way. Look, I bet I can hide under. I feel like something really bad is about to happen. Might be later, though. At some point, there's... Ooh, vent. Vent floor. Floor vent. Let's see if this... I don't like that. Bad ceiling vent. Get under the bed. Okay, so Xenomorph's about to come through that door, probably. Or somebody with a gun. Maybe they're leaving. Maybe not.
San Cristobal Medical Facility recommends seek some medical assurance. Relief when you're far from home.
Why do I hear noises as soon as I start coming out? It should have been all but impossible for Murderbot to receive any repairs whatsoever. Look at that ambiance. All but impossible for Murderbot to receive repairs, because it's supposed to be made of proprietary technology, aka an iPad, with no right to repair. An extremely specific and unavailable. Look, more flashing lights. Because are you serious? Because if the story were actually trying to make a point about anti-capitalism, it would actually do that. And it's not. Okay, the game wants me to go that way, or there's something moving this way.
Visitors are asked to refrain from smoking.
It's gonna go this way. This way. So I just came over here for no reason. They put that pipe there on purpose. Can't go that way at all. Not sure if me being down here is able to open the door up there. I would assume not, so I would assume that means the xenomorph walked away? Walked past it? I don't know. So it's probably just walking around in little circles up there. Very quietly. Or is it in the vents up above there? Okay, well actually my laptop is starting to get really freaking hot. What did I have to save, don't I? Okay, well when I get to the next save point, we're just gonna have to stop for today because my poor laptop is mad at me. Hey, we're just gonna give up. Because otherwise my laptop is just gonna get worse. Game, which way do you want me to go? It wants me to go forward. You know, there's a xenomorph over here somewhere.
Synthetic nurses operate in this facility. If you'd rather be attended by a human, please ask.
Still supposed to keep going this way. Can I add things to any of these things? Maybe? Nope. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna read it anymore. You'll just be able to pause it. Wrong button. Because the xenomorph can eat you while you're on the computer. go this way. Got somebody else, I'm guessing. Rip. Sucks to be them, but if it got them, why is it coming back in here? You're just greedy. That wasn't supposed to happen. That was funny. I was all prepared for it to be scary, and then its head just clips it. Why did it make that big noise if it didn't catch somebody? If it caught somebody, why didn't it just go drag them off to its nest? Eat them. Actually, it would be interesting if xenomorphs don't even eat. What if they just keep doing this stuff? Just keep... I don't remember how they go, even though I've read or listened to all the audiobooks. So I guess I don't know. Maybe leaning back does help. Maybe it's just a psychological thing. So do they smell? Do they track you by smell? If we have to hold our breath? Would it feel my breath? Because you would think if it would feel my breath, it would have noticed all the other stuff I was doing too. Go? Oh my god, that scared me. I thought that was the xenomorph, like, crouching here. Let's get this way. This way.
San Cristobal Medical Facility recommends seeks of medical assurance. Relief when you're far from home.
Yay, a bed! So it's just holding still over there. Unless it's a person. If she's still alive, she has a gun. She can shoot me. I guess I should use a medkit. Press R to activate. Oh my god, why? Why? I'm pushing the left mouse button. Fuck you. That's so irritating. Oh my god. I'm really just trying to use the med kit. Why would you make me use the fucking flare? I guess the flare isn't gonna do it. Okay, that flare, okay. Come here,
Visitors are asked to refrain from smoking.
Okay, guess we'll go. Nope. I was gonna see that implies so many things. Maybe they like whatever flares are made of. I'm confused. What just happened? Where did it? Oh, is there a hallway there? What did it? Did it just disappear? It literally just just walked into a wall? That's cheating. But okay. Did I not get that map? These darn cameras. Anyways, Martha Wells does not like physically disabled people, even when the story that has directly inspired her to write the Murderbot Diaries is filled with physically disabled people, including a protagonist who literally becomes permanently physically disabled, like at maybe, goodness, it's like more than less than halfway through the first book, like 25% of the way through the first book, and the protagonist is permanently physically disabled because if you do really dramatic things like literally jump off a bridge to rescue somebody, that needs to have permanent fucking consequences or it's fucking meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless for Murderbot to get itself blown up because, like, in the setting and as just a reader and a writer, it's removing stakes because it doesn't actually mean anything for Murderbot to be willing to do these things for other people because A, it's been brainwashed to think that that's the only value it has, and B, it doesn't matter because it will always get fixed no matter what, perfectly, like it never happened. And it's like, so it may as well not happen because Murderbot's not actually giving up anything or sacrificing anything to do these things for people. So it's meaningless as for the character if we pretend that
Medical reception's a no-go. I can't get out.
That's the only way through. Ripley, this is a public hospital. There has to be an evacuation procedure.
Initiate San Cristobal medical evacuation procedures.
All transitory patients must supply their maternal and docking registration.
Xenomorph's coming back. Okay, but the good thing is I have figured out that this thing, it reacts exactly to where I am on the map. So it will always be pointing me in the direction I need to go at the moment. I thought it was just like a stationary map marker where your destination is generally in that vicinity. I just have to figure out how to get over it now. It's just telling me, you're right here, go this way. Are you just sitting up there, Xenomorph? I feel like you are. There we go. Oh, what was that? I guess I have that thing equipped. One. wants me to go this way now. When it goes away. Yeah, the protagonist in the Imperial Raj series, Ancillary Justice, which Martha Wells said inspired her to write the Murderbot Diaries. It's also very clear that she's ripping off Alien but not doing anything properly, just like she does with the Imperial Raj. The protagonist in that literally becomes permanently physically disabled in book 1. Before we're even halfway through the book, I'm like pretty sure. I didn't exactly check the page number. But, and that's because, and that, this shows that the thing the character did that led to this is meaningful because she is fucking disposable. She doesn't have access to a magical repair cubicle that will literally heal her like nothing ever happened, like Murderbot does, even after it leaves the company, because it can just, we're going to pretend that art somehow has these capabilities, even though there's no reference at all, or even an implication of Art's crew. Cool. No. Of Art's crew going out of their way to obtain these illegal components. And they don't even need a reason. Like, they don't even have a reason for having these things. It's not acknowledged in any way because Martha Wells didn't fucking consider this because it's not well written. Save point. That's not good looking. It's actually very confusing and bad. What's happening? Is this all just stuff that's fallen off the ship? I want to save first. Let's get some. No, we got that already. And nowhere for me to hide. But, might as well do it. Or, that was a terrible idea. Whoops. When was the last time I was able to save? I don't know. Should we do it? I'll say no. Okay, it's just, that's fine. That's fine. It's not, they don't come out of there, I don't think. I was gonna say, is my whole game gonna get destroyed now? Thank you for slobbering so loudly. Which way does this tell me to go? It's currently not telling me to go anywhere. Oh, probably this thing. Maybe. Use the... Not sure what's going on here. Besides, obviously, something. There's probably a matching button on the other side, I'm guessing. Yeah, probably over there. I'll just keep sneaking around. Anyways, just imagine the Murderbot Diaries, because if you've reread the series recently, literally all within the first book, Murderbot gets catastrophically injured, except it's not a catastrophe because it will literally all get magically healed, just like the injuries do in the books of the Raksura, where they literally use magic. And the only difference is that instead of calling it a healing coma, we're just saying, put in the fucking medical bay. And therefore everything is magically fixed, even though it shouldn't be. Because technology is complicated. Fuck this game. And what did that accomplish? What have we accomplished?
Are you okay? Ripley?
Not now.
What did that accomplish? It does say that the solution is
inexpensive, unreliable. You know my face. The working Joe.
That's so annoying.
Seegson and Sebastopol, an outpost of progress.
Let me check my controls, because I don't know how I am supposed to... Wrong button. Am I gonna have to like do something specific? Select stun baton. So I just push 5 to make sure I have that selected. Sure, whatever, even though I'm literally not changing a single thing. Whatever. Oh, okay, it's telling me down there above my health bar that I already have it selected. There were 2 of them, weren't there?
Seegson, tomorrow together.
You use stun batons on these guys. Which is another part of the problem with Murderbot. Because you can shoot Murderbot with a regular gun and get pretty much 0 fucking results. Oops. Okay. Does that mean they saw me? I'm guessing. Look at all these cigarettes that we could be just using to barter with people if we were allowed to do that in this game. Is the game just reminding me? I think this music might be having some problems. I think the game is just not caught up on what we're doing. So are there 1 of them or 2 of them in here?
Our father and the working Joe. Working together for a safer, better connected Sebastopol.
I think it might just be 1 of them. But that's another problem with the Murderbot Diaries, because physical bullets aren't effective against Murderbot, Because it can just turn its pain sensors down, and don't you know that if you don't feel pain, that means your injuries don't fucking exist? Which is just bullshit, lazy, ableist writing. Alright, music, you're just doing whatever you want now. The music is completely irrelevant, I guess. So he's just gonna come back over here and do a little dance. So bullets won't stop Murderbot. Presumably knives. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned that knives don't do anything except annoy it. Because it's mostly metal. And then energy weapons are especially useless against it. So it's like, why would you make a fucking protagonist that's pretty much immune to all forms of damage in any way that matter? Not only in any way that matter, but just like in general. Like we're told that using energy weapons on it is like, it thinks it's cute and just makes it more mad because it doesn't hurt it at all. So it's like it's the thought that counts, and it's just like, if you remove literally all stakes from your story, you're making it really fucking difficult for your readers to actually take anything in the story seriously. And Martha Wells has gone online to get really pissy that people think that All Systems Red is cute and lighthearted and fun and funny instead of a serious story. And it's like, you're the one who wrote it to be cute and silly and lighthearted and not at all a serious story. I'm guessing it wants me to push some buttons there. The music's just gonna keep doing this. But anyways, I'm supposed to use the stun baton on these guys because it like fries their circuits or whatever. A thing that Murderbot is like specifically immune to for some fucking reason. I mean, no, it's not for some reason. We know the reason. It's bad writing, and Martha Wells was using to let her protagonists be anything except the most overpowered people in existence. So Murderbot can take 12 bullets and still keep murdering you. You can shoot it with an energy weapon at full blast, and it'll still keep murdering you. You can try to stab it and fail, and it'll still keep murdering you. And then any injuries that you do fucking manage to inflict upon it, they'll just get magically they'll just get magically healed, as though they never happened before the next fight even happens. So it's like, I don't think I need to sneak here. Maybe sneak attacks will be extra effective. Just stand over here. So like, and yeah, we know music, you're just gonna keep doing this. Music. Like, at least sync up with the things floating around outside. Bare minimum. You're just making random noises. So like, the fact that Murderbot will go and, I don't know, can't think of any details. It doesn't mean anything that Murderbot is constantly putting itself in danger. It doesn't mean anything, like, positive. Because it's just going to get fixed no matter what. And it does in fact mean something negative. Because it's doing all of this shit to protect slave owners.
You know my face. For working, Joe.
Can you go stand by the window again? Joe? I think those xenomorphs getting tired of me taking so long. Stop walking so fast. Alright, I'm just gonna walk. And... shock. Wrong button. Shock. This isn't the stun baton.
Hysterical.
Not fair.
What are you doing here?
Oh, okay. How do I recharge the stun baton? Oh, I guess I'm just supposed to regulate that now. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why we're playing on novice mode. Are there like, is there ammo for the stun baton, or does I just have to wait until it recharges? It's confusing. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. Spam. Smack. Can I smack you, please? Thank you. That was unnecessarily difficult. Wrong button.
All transitory patients must supply their crew number and docking registration.
Okay, so I'm gonna reload because that was a waste of ammo for the stun baton, which I didn't realize had ammo. Okay. I'm just walking over that way to push the button, and then we can just sneak around the dude. Sneak first. Being slow. Maybe it wants me to stand over here. Oh, maybe I didn't do it on this side. I thought I did that before I saved, but I guess no. And it's just hanging out in the vent again. Wrong button. Okay, but my laptop is super hot now, so this has to be where it ends. Bye-bye.